Good morning, top scholars. Mrs. McKee here. I'm going to read to you one of my very, very favorite books because I can't be with you today, so at least I want to read to you. Okay? It's called Tikki, Tikki, Tembo. Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, it was the custom of all the fathers and mothers in China to give their first and honored sons long names. But second sons were given hardly any name at all. In a small mountain village there lived a mother who had two little sons. Her second son she called Chang, which meant little or nothing. But her first and honored son she called Tikki Tikki Tembo no Sa Rembo Charibar Ruchi Pip Peri Pembo, which meant the most wonderful thing in the whole wide world. Every morning the mother went to wash in the little stream near her home. The two boys always went chattering along with her. On the bank was a well, an old well. "Don't go near the well," she warned the mother, "or you will surely fall in." Can you predict what they're going to do? The boys did not always mind their mother, and one day they were playing beside the well and on the well when Chang fell in. Tikki Tikki Tembo no Sa Rembo Charibar Ruchi Pip Peri Pembo ran as fast as his little legs could carry him to his mother and said, "Most honorable mother, Chang has fallen into the well." "The water roars, little blossom. I cannot hear you," said the mother. Then Tikki Tikki Tembo no Sa Rembo Charibar Ruchi Pip Peri Pembo raised his voice and cried, "Oh, most honorable one, Chang has fallen into the well." That troublesome boy," answered the mother. "Run and get the old man with the ladder to fish him out." Then Tikki Tikki Tembo no Sa Rembo Charibar Ruchi Pip Peri Pembo ran as fast as his little legs could carry him to the old man with the ladder and said, "Old man with the ladder, Chang has fallen into the well. Will you come and fish him out?" "So," said the old man with the ladder, "Chang has fallen into the well." And he ran as fast as his old legs could carry him. Step over step he went to the well, picked up little Chang, and step over step, brought him out of the well. He pumped the water out of him, and he pushed the air into him, and he pumped the water out of him, and he pushed the air into him, and soon Chang was as good as ever. Chinese New Year. Now, for several months the boys did not go near the well, but after the festival of the 8th moon, they ran to the well to eat their rice cakes. They ate near the well, they played around the well, they walked on the well, and Tikki Tikki Tembo no Sa Rembo Charibar Ruchi Pip Peri Pembo fell into the well. Chang ran as fast as his little legs could carry him to his mother and said, "Oh, most honorable mother, Tikki Tikki Tembo no Sa Rembo Charibar Ruchi Pip Peri Pembo has fallen into the well." "Oh, the waters roar, little one. I cannot hear you." So little Chang took a deep breath. "Oh, most honorable, he panted. "Tikki Tikki Tembo no Sa Rembo Charibar Rib Pip Pip Peri has fallen into the well." "Troublesome child, what are you trying to say?" said his mother. "Honorable mother, Chang, Charibari Rembo Tikki Tikki," he gasped, "Pip Pip has fallen into the well." "Unfortunate son, surely the evil spirits have bewitched your tongue. Speak your brother's name with reverence." Poor little Chang was all out of breath for saying that great long name, and he didn't think he could say it one more time. But then he thought of his brother in the old well. Chang bowed his head clear to the sand, took a deep breath, and slowly, very slowly said, "Most honorable mother, Tikki Tikki Tembo, no Sa Rembo, Chari Bari Ruchi, Pip Peri Pembo is at the bottom of the well." "Oh, no! Not my first and honored son, heir of all I possess! Run quickly and tell the old man with the ladder that your brother has fallen into the well." So Chang ran as fast as his little legs could carry him to the old man with the ladder. Under a tree, the old man with the ladder sat bowed and silent. Old man," shouted Chang, "come right away. Tikki Tikki Tembo, no Sa Rembo, Chari Bari Ruchi, Pip Peri Pembo has fallen into the well." But there was no answer. Puzzled, he waited. Then, with his very last bit of breath, he shouted, "Old man with the ladder! Tikki Tikki Tembo, no Sa Rembo, Chari Bari Ruchi, Pip Peri Pembo is at the bottom of the well." "Miserable child, you disturb my dream. I had floated into a purple mist and found my youth again. There were glittering gateways and jeweled blossoms. If I close my eyes, perhaps I will again return." Poor little Chang was frightened. How could he say that great long name again? "Oh, please, old man with the ladder, please come help my brother out of the well." "So," said the old man with the ladder, "your mother's precious pearl has fallen into the well." The old man with the ladder hurried as fast as his legs could carry him. Step over step, he went into the well, and step over step, he came out of the well with the little boy in his arms. Then he pumped the water out of him, and he pushed the air into him, and he pumped the water out of him, and he pushed the air into him. But little Tikki Tikki Tembo, no Sa Rembo, Chari Bari Ruchi, Pip Peri Pembo had been in the water so long, all because of his great long name, that the moon rose many times before he was quite the same again. And from that day to this, the Chinese have always thought it wise to give all of their little children, little short names instead of great long names. So, top scholars, I turned to my favorite page in this book. This is what I want you to do today. Whatever you're reading, I want you to be ready to share your favorite part of your story that you've read with your partner or with your group. I'm not there, so you're going to be working on that. So even if you don't have time to meet with your group today, pretend like you do and find your very favorite part and then think, why is it your favorite part? And you can even write it down in your journal. Okay, but this is my favorite part. This is when Chang goes to the old man with the ladder, and he's trying to get him to come and get Tikki Tikki Tembo, no Sa Rembo, Chari Bari Ruchi, Pip Peri Pembo, to get him out of the well. Right? He's trying to get him to wake up, and I love the dream and the how he had found his youth again, and I just loved that part. So if I had a sticky note that I could put on this, I would put a big sticky note right on this and say, I love this page. Another thing I try to do every single time I read a story is I try to find a word that maybe I know how to read it, but I don't quite know what it means, or maybe I do kind of know what it means, but I want to start using it in my own writing, and I want to use it in my own speaking. So, and this word, I know you can't really see it very well, but I don't know if you can see my little pointer here, but reverence. And I have to look at this word in context so I can figure out what it means. And I might even have to go look in the dictionary, but I think I can figure it out. It says, this is when he's going to his mother and he can't say his brother's name right, okay? And she says, "Unfortunate son." Now, unfortunate means that he is the one that is not the liked one or the honorable one, right? "Unfortunate son, surely the evil spirits have bewitched your tongue." So she's saying that he is not saying it right, Uh-huh. Speak your brother's name with reverence. So from that, I'm thinking he needs to be saying his brother's name with honor and saying it correctly. Because he's the older son, and the mom, you can kind of tell that she kind of favors the older boy. So I'm going to try and use the word reverence in my own writing and maybe even my own speaking. I don't know if that will come up. So I would take a sticky note and I would write that down, and I might even look it up in the dictionary. Okay, friends, so now it's time for you to go off and to get your books and read. Read, read, read. Okay? Show your substitute that you are top scholars. Okay, I'll look forward to seeing you when I get back. Bye-bye.